Hello, this is Hayden Schmidt, an instructional technology specialist for Alvin Independent School District. For the benefit of teachers who are using Minecraft Education Edition that is available with our staff and student license to Microsoft 365, I wanted to give you a brief tour of the Minecraft Education website that I think would benefit everyone. And so let's first go to the website itself, which is education.minecraft.net. And Google search will bring you to the Minecraft Education homepage. Education.minecraft.net has several tabs across the top of the page, including a Getting Started button. If you have absolutely no awareness, and this is the first time you're hearing about us having a license or you having the ability to use it instructionally in the classroom, you can start with the Get Started section, but I'm going to dive in just a little bit deeper to the tabs that are immediately below that. We're going to take a look at each one in turn briefly. We're going to start with how it works. This is going to be the rationalization for using Minecraft, what it is, why use it, what it looks like in the classroom, and what the impacts can possibly be. But we're really going to focus today on two of the other tabs. The first is Class Resources, which will give you a link to teacher training, the ability to find lessons and find worlds, and then I am only briefly going to mention the Code with Minecraft piece because that is used fairly more intensely in the junior high technology course. We'll glance briefly at community, and I'll talk to you a little bit about how you can get tied into some other teachers and schools that are using Minecraft Education. And then the other tab that we're really going to focus on today is the Support tab. And the Downloads section of the Support tab is where we're going to focus most of this conversation that I'm going to have with you today. So let's start with the Class Resources, because this is one of the most useful tabs that Minecraft provides for us. The Get Trained section is one of the things that I suggest teachers make use of immediately. The training that is available from Microsoft on Minecraft Education Edition is quite extensive. I don't know why it's taking me so long to pull that tab up today. Oh, we're already here. And if you look down the Educator Resources page under Get Trained, the very first thing you're going to see is Learn to Play. The Learn to Play series of lessons are easy to use, and they are mission critical to a teacher who wants to use Minecraft Education Edition in the classroom. I should point out that when you click on the Learn to Play button, you're getting taken to education.microsoft.com. This is different than Minecraft.education.net, obviously. And if you sign in here, the sign in will allow you to track the professional development that you do, and it will give you an award at the end of the session. When you complete that series of lessons, you will be awarded the Microsoft Innovative Educator badge. I know that's important to some people. They like tracking their badges and tracking the certifications that they've acquired. If they're a Google certified educator, they like to add that to their signature block. Here, if you're a Microsoft Innovative Educator, you can add that badge to your signature block. And this is a good time to share with you your login information. I'm going to leave this on the screen for a minute so you can take a hard look at exactly what the format is. But it is your username in the district at alvinisd.onmicrosoft.com. That is the same username and password that you're going to use when you actually launch the Minecraft Education Edition game after you have it installed on your computer. That is another process and will be part of another video. So I just want to give you a minute and remind you that the suffix to the @ symbol here is different than the one that we normally use to log in every day and different than the one that we have at Google. It is alvinisd.onmicrosoft.com, and that is the same for students. Where we use our username, they will use a student ID number. We will both, however, use our regular passwords. This is the password that you use every day to log into the system and to do other work in the district. So I'm just going to go ahead and click sign in. It may ask for a series of permissions. I'm going to be forced to say accept, because if I say no to any of those things, of course, it's not going to work for me. And then you're going to see that you are logged in as your username at alvinisd.onmicrosoft.com. Now, the lessons that are available here are very straightforward. I've completed this series. You will not have. So when I have logged in, you're going to see some check marks on things that you will not have check marks on. But as you notice, the topics are My Minecraft Journey Lesson 1, Why Minecraft Education Edition. Lesson 2, Building Community with Minecraft Education Edition. Lesson 3, Play, Craft, and Learn. Each of these takes approximately an hour. The very last one is tagged for 30 minutes. I will not say that all of these took me the full hour, but they do take a good portion of that time. It's very close to a full hour. The most important piece of advice that I can give you as you go through these and you take the quizzes that are attached to the end of each of those lessons is that you should definitely both watch the videos, read everything that is on the screen, and complete the activities in the game before you try to take the quiz. I've been involved in the computer industry for many more years, in addition to the years that I've been in education since the 90s. And I can tell you that I am moderately adept at taking online assessments. I can frequently take those assessments before I've taken the course and pass them. That is definitely not the case with the Minecraft education sessions. My Minecraft journey takes you through some very specific activities and asks questions in a very clever way that is specifically related to the activity that you completed. And I found in multiple instances that I was not able to answer those questions unless I had taken the course and was able to answer with specificity the questions that were being asked. Now, the questions are super simple and easy to answer if you have taken the course, but they are virtually impossible to answer if you have not. So do take my advice, please, and actually go along through the course, read the information, watch the videos, participate fully, and then when you take the quiz at the end, it will be easy for you to get the credit that is involved. I'm going to go ahead and move back and come out of the Minecraft education sites. I'm going to try to pull myself back out to education.minecraft.net. And when you are finished with the Learn to Play lessons, you may then join the community. It will recognize that you have the points and have done what you need to in order to be able to do that. And I'm going to take us next to the Find a Lesson and Get Worlds sections, which are, in my opinion, for an educator, two of the most important. Find Lessons is going to allow you to find complete lesson plans that other people have created that are waiting for you to use with modifications that you might desire for your classrooms. The Find, or rather Get Worlds portion is about being able to download worlds or world templates that other educators have created, but that you must devise lessons for. The worlds come with worlds only. They do not come with any defined lesson plan. The lessons come with lessons that include some student expectations and student activities and approximate times that things will take to complete. To be fair, this is a community-driven set of lessons. And so, as you are well aware, there are times when you will dig into some community generated website and it will have awesome work. There are some times that you will dig into such a website and you will find that people have posted things that are incomplete or less than applicable to what you expected to find. If you find that to be the case, don't be discouraged. Continue to look around and search some and see if you can't find a lesson that someone's done that is complete. But just like anything that's community driven, some things are more satisfying than others. So I'm going to just kind of pick a section here. I'm going to start with language arts since that's the first one listed, and we'll take a look at what it looks like to search for lessons that would apply to language arts. So the language arts section has some things that are laid out for you that they have vetted in advance and believe to be particularly strong. And each of these lessons you may view by clicking on the View Lesson button. So I'm going to click on View Lessons for Fairy Tales Reimagined. And the Fairy Tales Reimagined lesson will give me an idea of how old the students that will find it most engaging are, some of the topics that would apply to the lesson, and then scrolling down the page, I'm actually going to see the lesson plan. And I'm going to see guiding ideas, and I'm going to see student activities, I'm going to see performance expectations. As I mentioned, some of these are more well-defined in some lessons than they are in others. And then if I look over to the right-hand column, I'm going to have the ability to download assets or share the lesson or print the lesson in its entirety. There are some external references that will typically be listed, and then there are some support files that will typically be listed with a lesson. Again, I will point out that there are great variances in what you will find for external references and support files. In some cases, the supporting files are individualized, so you may download them one file at a time. In other cases, as in this one, they seem to be involved, zipped into one particular folder where you get the entire set of supporting documents. There's also a note tab here where if you want to sign in, and again, you'll sign in using your same login that we always use. It is your user ID at alvinisd.onmicrosoft.com. Then you'll be able to keep track of some personal notes and things that you want to make to go along with this lesson. All of the lesson searches are going to work the same way. So you can not only look through the ones that they've laid out here for you that they think are vetted and work fairly well, you may go back and do a more generic search for lessons, featured resources, search all lessons, and then even at the original page where you're looking at subject kits for science, history, culture, art and design, math, computer science, you can say search all lessons. And I'm going to scroll down the page here. I'm going to enter a key term here. Let's say algebra, and do a quick search. And here I find one lesson with regard to algebra architecture. I can take a look at View Lesson, and I can see what that lesson includes. Again, learning objectives, guiding ideas, student activities, performance expectations. You can see how the format is a little different here than it was at the previous one. And each lesson, of course, is provided by a new teacher. This one has actually been submitted by the Minecraft Education Group. So they've got some external resources. They've got some supporting files that you can download in order to take a look at. But this is the heart of the Find a Lesson section of the website. It includes very specific lessons about specific topics and includes Minecraft Education as the tool that you're going to use to deliver those lessons. The other class resources option is under Find Worlds, and the World Library is extensive. Again, here at the World Library, there are no teacher lesson completed lessons. It's up to you to find the world that would be appropriate for you and then to create the lesson that's going to go along with it. And I'm just going to scroll down the page here so that you can see some of the worlds that are available. I've taken a look at some of these in some detail. The chemistry lessons that are available through the chemistry world are amazing. The code builder tutorial is very basic programming with block programming through Microsoft or through Tinker. The load more button will get you more worlds, and there are quite a few worlds that are easily downloadable and usable in the Minecraft Education Edition to engage students. Now, I want to show you briefly what it's going to look like, just for the sake of argument, to download one of those worlds. Worlds will come in two ways. They'll come as templates, or they'll come as build options. But let's go to View World in the tutorial world and see what that looks like. So when I download the world, I say download world, not too complicated. I see it come down here as a tutorial.mc world, that's Minecraft world, and it's going to come into my downloads folder. Now immediately that does nothing for me. I am just downloading the template to the world from the website. As you go through and look at class resources to find lessons or find worlds, you may download as many of those as you wish and just let them pile up in your downloads folder. I will show you in another video how we're going to get those worlds into the Minecraft Education Edition and actually look at them and explore them and examine how useful they will be to us in our classroom. So there we have the class resources of Get Trained, Find a Lesson, and Find Worlds. I did mention briefly the Coding with Minecraft portion, which is about programming, is an introduction to programming with block programming languages. And if you are working with students that you want to have an opportunity to introduce to some coding, this is a great place to do it. They already know the setting, and most students, certainly those below a freshman or sophomore year in high school, are very familiar with and still enjoy in many cases playing with Minecraft. I've had very few classrooms that I went into that had students that had not played Minecraft in the past. In fact, I can say that there has been one classroom that I went into where one student claimed that she had not played Minecraft in the past, and her classmates brought her up to speed very quickly. By the end of that single class day that we introduced Minecraft Education Edition, she was running around, creating worlds, interacting with friends, crafting things, just like everyone else in the classroom. The last tab we want to look at is support, and the most important part of support is under download. So I'm going to go ahead and click on support and download. And then here you can see where it will be possible for you or students to get the Minecraft Education Edition on a computer at home. Now, our school includes Minecraft Education Edition in teacher images under the Software Center install. And again, we will do Software Center install and importing of worlds in another video. But students have the ability to go home and download a version of Minecraft Education Edition and use and build and create at home at no additional charge using their district username and password. And this particular page is a very easy place for students to be able to go from home and grab the Education Edition and download it to their computers and get to work. It's also easy for them to carry work from classroom to their Google Drive and then access their Google Drive when they are at home to pull that world down and continue work. So I can encourage you to allow students to do that if you're creating a project that is going to take a little more time. But I wanted to just wrap up briefly and point out again where we are and the tools that we had available to us. We are at education.minecraft.net, and we are looking at class resources for Get Trained, Find a Lesson, and Find Worlds. And then we are looking at the support tab for downloading the Minecraft Education Edition software. I want to thank you for taking a few minutes to sit with me and look over this information with regard to Minecraft Education Edition and your ability to get trained and track that training and find the classroom support lessons, worlds, and downloads that you'll need to help support your implementation in the classroom. Again, thank you for attending. My name is Hayden Schmidt. I am at H. Schmidt at the very predictable alvinisd.net in the district. My extension is X2519 if you need to contact me directly. And thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day.